なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
I don't know what's been going through the minds of the Legends development team, but this entire year they've been making really questionable decisions. This morning, they recently shared a bit of news saying that they are stripping away the stat bonuses from titles. Right over here. Remove status bonuses from titles. We understand that the removal of status bonuses from titles particularly affects players who have worked hard to collect titles, and we are deeply sorry for that. However, this adjustment was necessary in order to address certain maintenance issues as we develop new features. As an apology to those players who have worked hard collecting titles, as well as all those who are looking forward to doing so in the future, we are distributing the following items. We hope they make your Legends Festival experience even more enjoyable. Please claim them from your box. 1,000 Chrono Crystals. 1,000 Chrono Crystals for you to lose all your years of stat bonuses coming from titles. This is like having a corporate party to celebrate hitting beyond end of the year goals, and they give you one tiny slice of pizza. This is a slap in the face. And this entire year, I don't know why, Legends has been just backhanding veteran players. It started with this really stupid post about them saying, oh, long-term players have more rare medals than newer players, which makes them have an advantage over getting more copies of the free-to-play or event-exclusive supporter. So in an effort to make things fair, we're going to make it more scarce for veteran players. We're going to deprive them of the advantage of accumulating rare medals for all these years and let them only exchange it once or twice. This is such a backwards way of thinking of how to tackle this. Why would the thought process be, let's make the experience for veteran players crappier, and not think, okay, rare metal abundance is an issue, let's supply more for the new players? Why would the thought process ever be to pull back from the people that have been playing your game for a long time than to provide more so newer players can catch up? And it's this backwards thinking that has been honestly plaguing this game this entire year. This is unbelievably stupid, but this is just where their thought process is. What's that? Rare medals? You've been playing for 7+ years and you've accumulated a lot because we've made rare medals apply to virtually nothing? How about we make it so you can only exchange it once or twice, the equivalent of someone who just played the game for 30 minutes, so in that way it's fair for them? Why would we care if it's fair for a newer player? I know that sounds rude, but why shouldn't I have an advantage, right? If I'm playing for 7+ years, there should be a reflection of my commitment to the game. That's what accumulating a rare resource is. That's the whole point. I'm going to be hoarding this rare resource for the rare moment it's used. Why would you deprive me of that advantage? This is a reflection of my commitment to the game. Why wouldn't I be able to benefit from that? The same thing is true for the titles. This comes from how many events? Hundreds of events. Hundreds of co-op runs or co-op resets. Why should I not have an advantage over a newer player? They stopped giving stat bonuses to titles years ago because their wording was, if you are a veteran player, you will just have this advantage over free players because they'll almost never be able to catch up to your total accumulated titles. Why is that a problem for me? Why is that an issue? That is a reflection of my commitment to the game. I've been playing the game for years. Why would I not get some sort of benefit from that? Now, the community is divided on this. I've seen 3 different interpretations of this. Number 1, they don't care because the stat bonuses don't matter. It's negligible. Okay, if it's negligible, then why did they remove it? If it really didn't matter, which by the way, it pretty much doesn't. The stat bonus that you get is very little. I think I had like near 27,000 to all stats. It's very similar to how they calculate the arts boost, where at the end it pretty much reflects 1% additional damage. But the point is the total sum of stats that I've benefited over the years is a reflection of my years in the game. I have 27,000 additional quote-unquote stats. It's almost like a score. I've been playing this game for years. I've been dredging through these horrible co-op runs. I've been playing with all kinds of monkeys and smooth-brained idiots that have decided to try and LF the co-op boss, to use Rising Rushers while the shield is up. I've been going through all kinds of crap to get these titles, and you're telling me you're just going to take that away? For what? It's stupid. Number two, another reason, what is the other thing? So number one, people think that the stat bonus doesn't really matter. The other way is, oh, this was unfair for new players. It should have been removed because it gives us an advantage. Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? The only time it ever became an amount that was an issue for somebody new to the game is if you reached years worth of accumulating it. Why is that a problem? I should have something that reflects my commitment to the game. This is a simple exchange. I get a little bit of stat padding, you got years of my time. I don't understand why this had to be an issue now. And I think it's just such a big slap in the face to people that have been playing this game for so long, because it's a big time commitment. All those titles. Why would you ever take that away from them? It just feels like such a carpet pull. Like you just, took us off our feet. For what reason? The 1,000 Chrono Crystals is just such a slap in the face. And number three, some people don't really understand why this is an issue at all. Whether it's a stat buff at all, whether it meant something, it doesn't. They don't really care because they never really saw it as a thing. The point is how this reflects their mindset for the players and the game. That's the problem. It's the mindset and the mentality and the sentiment of this action that is the issue. Why would you ever do anything that would harm the people that have been playing your game the longest? Why is your priority new players? And my theory is this game is starting to bleed, or is bleeding, veteran players. I think it all started last year around Festival. I think that's when, the straw that broke the camel's back has shown itself. It's like a mirror, right? Or, here's a better example, because I think a lot of you can relate. It's like your windshield, right? You take the highway to work for weeks and months, and you know how sometimes on the road, like little pebbles fly and hit your windshield? Eventually it cracks. And then if you don't do anything about that crack, it'll grow, because when you're driving outside, it'll get cold. Some days it's hot, water can get in, and it starts expanding the crack. This is the same thing with this game. I think it's like a crack in the windshield, and the people that have been playing this game for the longest are they can't ignore the woes of the game. For the first couple of years, all the little grievances that they had, they could look past it. Oh, the game is new. Oh, this is okay. Oh, I'm not too bothered by this. Like, it'll happen every once in a while. It is what it is. But I think once Festival came around, people just couldn't ignore the years worth of little minor issues that kind of pissed them off. And now it just comes out on full force. It's just like the windshield. One little crack, a couple more cracks, and then eventually you just have like this big gash through the middle of your windshield, and you just can't ignore it. It's in your face all the time. That fatigue, that irritation, just that weird sentiment that sits in the back of your mind, veteran players are starting to feel. So they're coming to terms with the game and they're leaving. And I think Legends is suffering two issues. One, it's veteran players leaving the game, and two, they're struggling with retaining new players. They can flaunt whatever the hell they want when it comes to, oh, we got so many downloads, we got so many new players. I think they struggle with them staying. A big clue to this is them trying to refactor kits. They want to simplify them, and I think it's because new players are just going to be intimidated by seeing 2 paragraphs worth of stuff, even though it's very easy to read what is going on. They wanted to start using bullet points so people can just look at it and be like, okay, I get it. It's for new players. I think their entire shift is now, I am going to put veteran players to the back burner, and we're going to prioritize newer players because, number one, newer players are more potential people to spend money. And number two, I think it lets them get away with a bit more laziness. I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but I think their priority is newer players because it lets them get away with sort of half-baking certain things. Last festival is a good example. Transforming Vegito Blue, transforming Goku Black. Really? A transforming set of characters? We've seen a million transforming characters. Why would we care about this? But for a newer player, this is their first time seeing a transforming character. What if their focus is newer players because they don't want to put additional development time on innovating on new features and new things for these characters? They want to kind of get away with doing the bare minimum and maybe rehash and revisit things that they've already developed, with the focus being a newer player has never seen this before, so for them it's exciting. What if that's what's going on here? That's what it feels like. All these actions, us just seeing characters that don't feel like they're doing anything new, mechanics that don't really feel like they're anything new, sort of rehashes of characters that we've already seen, them slapping veteran players with the rare medals thing, the titles thing, just the entire mentality and shift of what they're doing just feels like they either don't care or their entire effort is going to be spent on the newer players to the game, and veteran players are kind of in the back burner. That's kind of what it feels like to me, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Do you think there's a little bit of accuracy behind what I'm saying here, or do you think maybe this is overdone? For me, I think it's a little bit insulting. And I also think that it reflects poorly on the development team and their judgment of how they should be handling sensitive issues like this. They need to understand that it doesn't always have to be an even playing field. I think you need to understand that the people that have been spending years playing your game, drudging through whatever crap you've been throwing at them, have been committed and staying by you. It's okay if they have a little advantage over someone who just picked up the game. That's just the way it works. Time commitment nets a benefit. But if all of that is stripped away, a lot of people are going to start losing the weight, the anchor behind sticking by the game, because why would they care? You are not valuing the time that they've committed to the game. So when people don't feel appreciated by your game, they're just going to move elsewhere. They're going to go pick up another game where they feel like their time is actually valued. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. But until next time, peace. I think what's even more silly about this entire thing is they probably just wanted this to be more of a motivator for people to shift over to supporters. Oh, we don't want you to be earning additional stat bonuses from things that you can just grind out with your time. We want you to go ahead and do it via things that are just unbelievably scarce because we have made an artificial scarcity with the stupid rare metal exchange, or we want you to summon for it. Now that's where we get the stat padding instead. It's not titles anymore, fellas. It's going to be through supporters like this. Good job.